Hi, my name is Aimee Keene. I am the founder of the Aimee Keene Artisan Center, and I wanted to take a moment to introduce myself to you and tell a little bit about what the center is about and what you can look forward to when we actually have a facility and can hold classes and make this concept of the center into a reality. I want to first start out by saying thank you for taking this time to view this video, and I hope that after you are through watching it that you will actually have a much better knowledge of what the center is about and encouraged and just as excited as we are about getting it going and getting a facility to actually do what we plan on doing. First off, I'd like to say, with the economy the way it is, I wanted to provide a place for people to go who are interested in gaining a knowledge in various visual art forms, not to be pressured by money to be able to do so. So the center's goal, and one of the things that I am truly passionate about, is to make this a place where people can feel free to not be obligated to pay for classes. We will have an enrollment fee of $5 to enroll for a class, and then after that your class is actually free and your supplies are all taken care of for you and will be provided for each class. So you won't feel the pressure of having to purchase any art supplies or purchase paper, purchase anything that you need for the class. It'll all be taken care of for you. We will also be able to provide other supplies if needed outside of the class that you may be interested in purchasing. We will have at the center for a very low fee, basically enough to come back to the center and help us resupply those supplies. So basically, as a nonprofit organization, which is what we are filing to be, right now we are in the process of putting together our articles of agreement. We have selected a board of directors. We need one more person on our board for us to submit our articles of agreement to the state of New Hampshire. Once we get that going, we will submit for tax-exempt status as a 501c3 so that we can officially be a nonprofit corporation. This is something that we are desiring to have completed by the end of February, to have all those things taken care of, or at least submitted, so we can try to get together a grant proposal for us to submit for grants and other funding besides donations. So this is something that we are still in the process of putting together so that we can actually have a center, a physical location for us to teach classes. At this time, all I have for you is this wonderful website and my lovely webcam with my little web class here. So here I will like to say that I am going to try to start putting together some small classes via webcam, and I will introduce to you a little bit in this particular video what we're going to touch on in some of our classes that we're going to offer at the center. Ultimately, we will have not just regular painting and drawing and pastels and those forms of art, but we will also offer black and white photography and film development, as well as producing your own photographs. We'll also do a little bit on digital photography, and we will try to have a Macintosh computer so that anyone interested in doing graphic arts can actually delve a little bit with the digital photography, learn how to apply two-dimensional design using some software that we'll be able to have at the center to give you a taste of what it's like to be either a graphic arts designer or even a commercial artist who would put together marketing pieces and things like that for companies, organizations, what have you. I went to school at Savannah College of Art and Design for a couple years. I do not have a formal degree, but I have some knowledge in product design because that is what I was actually going to school for. I've been an artist myself for over 15 years, so I do have quite a bit of practice behind me, and a lot of my knowledge has been self-taught. So I will say it may not be on your traditional form of what most schools will teach, but it will certainly get you through art school. If you are interested in pursuing any kind of form of art and would like to go to an art school, don't know where to start, don't know what your strong point is, what you really want to focus on, the center is a place that you can go, get a feel for the different things out there, and get an idea of what it is that you want to make your strong point, and then we can help you build that portfolio. We can help you get work together and get things going so that you can submit to an awesome art school and get accepted and be able to fulfill your dreams and goals. And if you're just someone who wants to do it as a hobby or just wants to do it just to gain some knowledge and have something else to do at the house, then the center is perfect for that too. It'll be a place where, anyone from a child, school age, to an adult who just is curious to know how to do an oil painting or curious to know, how to do some black and white photography, something that they want to do, take pictures of their family. The center will have classes that they can go to and learn just those basic knowledge for those particular areas. I would like to have pottery classes and have a kiln at our facility so we can do everything that we need to do to be able to teach the class, have you work on some actual items, and have something to say that you can call your own. I will be teaching three-dimensional design as well. We are actually going to have some different competitions and some other exhibits that we plan on having available of the art that we have taught in the classes for those students or those participants to be able to sell their pieces, and a percentage of that sale would go back to the center, and that person can have the wonderful feeling of what it's like to sell a piece that they've made and to feel the pride of their work show through by being purchased from someone and making that person happy and seeing the look on that person's face to know that that they did something wonderful. So this is our goal for the center. We will even be able to accommodate for people that have small children. A single mom wants to take a class, doesn't have a babysitter to watch her child. We will have our little itty bitty Artisan center, which will be a room that we can allow toddlers or young children to be supervised. They can play and have a good time being creative with finger paints and markers and anything they could think of that is safe, non-toxic, and hopefully we will have some edible types of art supplies for them to use so it can be fun and exciting, and then they can have something to show for it when they're all done having their fun playtime. So this is something that we definitely are looking to encourage the community to be involved in, and not just to come and participate, but encourage the youth in the community to volunteer at the center and have other local artists in the artist community between Nashua and Concord. So this is where our facility will be, somewhere between those two areas. To start with, if we have volunteer artists to come and teach classes, this is what we're encouraging to do. Encourage the community to be involved in the center and give us something to take pride in and say that we've done this and made it successful. So please take a moment to check out the website. If you're interested in making a donation, you may be able to do that by clicking on the Make a Donation tab. There's actually a link in there to be able to pay via PayPal. So there's different options of amounts between $5 and $200 available on the website. As you may know or may not know, if you make a contribution over $250, it can be written in your taxes as a deductible for a charitable organization. So please feel free to donate to the organization, and we will definitely keep in touch with you and keep in contact with you to let you know how the progress of the center is going and how our goal to reach $100,000 before July, so that we may actually open a physical center in July and be able to run it for at least a year using those funds, and then continue on as much as we can past that point. My goal is to have this be never ending. So please, again, take a moment to check out the website if you'd like to make a donation. We are thrilled for you to do that.